Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel now. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are aware, this channel has unfortunately been derelict for literally a month and a half. And I have been hemorrhaged with a boatload of messages asking where the fuck I've been this entire month and a half. Now I can just go out and list a whole bunch of excuses as to why there hasn't been any uploads here, but hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. Some of these excuses are justified, and there's pretty much substantial reasons for that. You see, towards the end of February, well, not really towards the end of February, but around the last week of February, on that extra day that we had, the leap day, I just finished recording and editing the Mitch McConnell is finally out video, which was never uploaded, unfortunately. Not so sure whether or not I should upload it since it's become old news. It was literally recorded on February 29th, and while I was recording that video, I wasn't necessarily feeling all the greatest while recording that video. I had a little bit of a scratchy throat. I still was able to hold my ground and, record the video and whatnot, but I started to realize that I really wasn't feeling necessarily great. I thought it was like, that typical morning scratchy throat that you normally typically have, but it just wouldn't go away each time I drank water. So I was just like, well, fuck it. It'll probably go away the next day. I recorded a video, edited it, did not upload it, because I started to get a little bit more tired as the day went on. Initially, I thought this was going to be like a normal, typical day with just a slight scratchy throat, but little did I know, even though I initially thought it was normal, some sickness in my body decided to show its ugly face and say, hey there, do you want to feel like shit, have this annoying cough that will last for weeks, and then have a really, really high fever that will last you an entire week? Well, you're in luck! So then I felt like complete and total shit for the entire week and a half, and as it turns out, this wasn't any sort of typical cold. I had a really high fever, I wasn't feeling all the greatest, I was always tired, I was demotivated, I felt like complete and total fucking shit for the better part of a week. So I connected the dots and realized that this wasn't a typical cold. And this wasn't even COVID either. I did all the COVID tests, even the best ones that I've had, and they all just showed up negative. So I decided to go to the doctor, and I read the news that there was an H5N1 epidemic going on, somehow, influenza A, and I ended up having this exact strain. So no fucking wonder. And even long before I was cured, we're already well into April right now, the year is almost fucking over, it still kind of sort of stressed me out. It kind of affected me pretty much negatively. I couldn't make content, I didn't really have much time to make content, I was super busy with a lot of the stuff that I was doing, so it was just no use. I just had to take a break in content creation. I'm sorry that I was gone, I just needed a break. And another reason why I needed a break was because of jury duty. Some of you guys watching are not from the United States. I'm pretty sure most countries kind of have this. I'm not entirely sure. But in the United States, we have jury duty. We select juries based upon, we just take a bunch of names and social security numbers, put them in the bowl, and just blindly take their hand, and whichever name is called, you have to serve jury duty. So of course I had that thorn in the way, which I have to prepare for, and at least take some time off with what I am doing, so that also didn't necessarily help my situation. And of course, the finances are not doing too great either. Now I know just by saying that alone, I'm going to get a shit ton of comments and messages and DMs and whatnot of all the people saying, oh, Axiom, just get a job. It ain't that fucking hard, you loser. Fuck the channel, just work full time. I mean, I already do work full time. I do business trips every now and again. I'm also a student on top of that. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Lack of free time, lack of motivation, pointless stress and whatnot, this getting in the way and that getting in the way, leading to great video ideas that all got scrapped. This has been the situation for me every single year, and I am tired of it. I know I said this before in my update channel this year. I even said the same shit in the last update video. Every year I keep saying this and I never follow through. And this one long hiatus that I took, although it was worth it, I kind of do have the motivation back, which I will get into, but I'm noticing my sub count drop, I'm noticing my viewership drop. The channel is essentially dead. So I need to do something, and hopefully this will get done by the summer as, election season starts to ramp up. And on top of that, I can't even talk about the primaries because what the fuck is there to talk about with the primaries that are going on here in the United States? We already knew who the 2 nominations were. They were pointless. Trump and Biden were the nominees. So I was pretty much limited on what I can talk about. And if I do talk about something, again, with the current events thing, I have to talk about it as soon as it happens. But because of my lack of free time, I really cannot. Because after like a few days and after like a few weeks or so, it just dies out because nobody gives a fuck about the story. It's old news now. It's right back in the rearview mirror. Look forward. So I do in fact apologize for being gone, but now I'm finally back. I know the channel's been dead, the subscribers have been dipping, the viewership has been dipping, watch time has been dipping. The channel has been going through a downward spiral since I've been gone. And I've gotten myself a boatload of ideas of videos to talk about, so make sure you stay tuned. It certainly has taken a while for all the motivation to come back, but it's finally here. I'm going to be doing a lot of political analysis and current events because, my God, there is a lot to talk about. Like, this literally happens every time I'm gone. Like, no matter how long of a break I take, every time I don't have the motivation to record, or I don't have the time to record, or something happens that prevents me from recording and making videos, all these crazy events that I want to talk about and I wish I should have talked about keep happening, and then I end up missing out, and then FOMO comes along and I'm like, oh fuck, I should have talked about it at the time. Would have made an interesting video and I got a great opinion on it. It's like I'm not working on YouTube and then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. There's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in the political world in the US. There's so much going on in terms of internet drama. And yes, as I keep saying, and as promised, theory videos will be coming onto this channel very soon. I was just watching Has Been Hotel while I was sick for that entire week, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I got a lot to say about this series, man. I mean, there's so much I can talk about, man. Like all the theories that I can come up with, my predictions for season 2, what I think about the show and whatnot. It's actually amazing and pretty much astonishing to show how far indie animation has gone. And A24, they're arguably the only good studio that is out there making actually good, consumable content that you can see. Unlike all this stupid, overrated, garbage woke shit that is coming out of Hollywood nowadays. But I absolutely love the direction has been going, and the future and the potential that it actually has with the success of season 1. I can't wait for Hell of a Boss to finally come back. I'm really looking forward to Amazing Digital Circus and, oh my god, Murder Drones, man. Oh my god, Murder Drones. They're literally, like, the show has literally become black holes and rabbit holes galore. Like, it's already gotten to the point, like, so much has already happened that I'm, like, literally confused as to what the fuck is going on or what the fuck I just saw. Who even knows what they're gonna be doing for episode 8, which I would assume is the season finale, so better be a big one. So yeah, you can tell I'm definitely really intrigued to start making videos about some of these animations. You know, reviews, analysis, and theories. I'm definitely looking forward to making these kinds of videos in the future, which I do have planned for this year. That's not to say the current event videos will stop, you know, I'll still try to do some of these current event videos. Again, a lot has happened in the world since I've been gone. After this, I'm just gonna go straight into recording those videos instead. But you can tell, a lot has been going on since I've been gone, like literally a lot. But don't fret, current events are still gonna be here. I'm still your news guy, so again, hit that big ol' subscribe button right over there, and don't forget to turn on those notifications. Motivation's back, the time is back, I'm back for real this time, and I know I said this in my update video, but this time for real, we're making America great again. So stick around, you don't want to miss out. So yeah, big things are coming in the near future. You don't want to miss out on them. Next week, as of recording, is the NFL draft. I will try and attempt to live stream that. Also next week is my birthday, so more good news there. A lot of good news coming, so I'm really excited. Big things are ahead, so I don't want to drag this out too long, so thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.